I'm not a huge fan of the live action. It's I'm gonna start off by saying I'm biased towards the anime and the manga. I'm caught up on both. Um, so my take on it is biased towards them. But okay, so the acting, and this may be inexperience, and I'm sure it will get better as more and more seasons appear. Um, but the acting was kind of robotic. Like the guy playing Luffy, he he would say like, "I'm Monkey D. Luffy. I'm gonna be king of the pirates." It sounded like he was reading rather than like it was his thought. Like his dream, his drive is to be king of the pirates. Like in the anime, he's like, whether dub or sub, it doesn't matter. Pick one. It's really passionate. He's like, "I'm gonna be king of the pirates," or "Kaizoku oni ore wa naru." It's real passionate, and like you could tell, it's his drive, right? And so that irks me. But again, that I'm sure the acting, like as he fills in the role longer and longer, it'll get better and better because it'll be like he's thinking as though he's Luffy rather than playing Luffy, right? So that will be fixed. Zoro, amazing. Um, I loved him in the live action. He was great. He was the best out of all of them, in my opinion. To be fair, Zoro's kind of a broody, silent drinker. Anyway, he did great. Looked like Zoro, great. The guy playing Luffy, I believe it's believable that he's Luffy. I got it. It was great. Like I said, I'm sure his acting skills will get better, and all of their acting skills will get better as time progresses, and they won't be acting as though they are the characters. They will be able to put themselves as the characters. And then you've got Usopp. I like Usopp more in the live action rather than in the anime. I hate him in the anime and manga. I hate him. I hate Usopp. I'm really hoping Oda kills him off. Um, he has some really cool parts, but for the most part, I do not at all like Usopp. I've made a video on it already. The the emotional points in the live action don't hit at all for me. The things they changed, I didn't really understand why they changed. Like, why introduce Garp that early? Why have him chasing Luffy early? Um, so like when you get to Water 7 in the anime, and like at the end of it, and then Garp shows up and then beats the out of Luffy, like punches him, and his crew is confused as hell because they're like, how is his punches hurting you? And then Garp tells them, there's no defense against the Fist of Love. Um, but in the live action, Garp just shows up and just starts beating the crap out of him, and it doesn't really make sense. Arlong beating the crap out of Luffy. Um, the Arlong part in the live action was not great, in my opinion. Like they skimmed over a whole lot of Arlong Park, and they spent too much time on Syrup Village. I get that it's 8 episodes, but why spend more time on a less emotionally impactful arc like Syrup Village rather than spending the most time on the most emotionally impactful arc in East Blue? It's literally the peak of East Blue is Arlong Park. The scene where Nami is stabbing her arm, the tattoo, screaming Arlong, Arlong, and then finally just giving up and accepting the fact that she can't do it by herself and saying, "Luffy, help me." And Luffy's like, "Bet," puts his hat on her head, and he's like, "Of course I will." And then him and Gang walk off. In the anime, that scene hits hard. Maybe not the first time you watch it, but if you go back and rewatch East Blue after you've got caught up, if you go back and rewatch East Blue, that scene hits hard. Um, and it's not like robotic, and it's like really like graphic. Like Nami's like stabbing the knife like deep. And tears are pouring down her face, and Luffy's just standing there like, yep, yep, just say it, say the word, I got you, like 100%. And in the anime, it's so impactful, but then in the live action, he just says, of course I will, like 50 times, and it's weird in the anime, or in the live action rather. He says, of course I will, like 50 times. It's just weird. It doesn't hit right. And the actress playing Nami is taking a weird stint on Nami. Like, early Nami's kind of like cat burglar Nami, playful, kind of bitchy. It's a great character. She's a tsundere. And then you've got the live action Nami, which is kind of broody and depressing, like depressed, and all of this ish. It makes sense that she's depressed. Like the whole Arlong stint, like it makes sense. It's just not Nami, right? It's just not Nami. To me, the actress didn't pull off Nami very well, but that was probably the director's choice, like how Nami is portrayed. I didn't like it, like, at all. Sanji, I don't understand why they didn't like curl his eyebrows. That annoyed the piss out of me. And Usopp, they could have extended his... I'm not saying, like, go full anime with it, like, where his nose is a foot out from his face, but they should have extended his nose, because now you've got, like, half the jokes between the crew not making any sense. Later on, they're just going to have to cut them and do some weird humor that isn't One Piece, right? It just bugs me. The live action was very good for its intended purpose, getting new people into the medium. It did what it was supposed to do. I'm glad that there are plenty of people out there that love the live action, love One Piece. Anybody that's consuming One Piece, whether it's dub, sub, manga, live action, I don't care. Get into One Piece. It's amazing. It's my favorite. But again, I'm biased as hell towards the anime and the manga because I've been obsessed for years now. I don't understand why everyone is so like just balls deep into they're just like longtime One Piece fans. They're just like, oh my god, it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to One Piece of the live action, blah blah blah. They changed too much stuff. Yeah, there were some Easter eggs and there was some foreshadowing. It's great, but they changed some crucial stuff. Why did you change Roger's speech? Why? Like, you want to know, you want my treasure, you can have it. I left everything I gathered in one place. Like, why did they change that? It didn't need to be, it hit so hard in the anime. Why change it? It wasn't like translating it over into live action would make it sound weird. It's literally great. But they changed it anyway, and it's weird. The whole Garp introduction, and it's freaking weird. It's weird. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Like I said, I watched it. I like the live action. I don't love the live action. It's okay. It was good for what it was supposed to do. It did what it was supposed to do and get new fans into One Piece, and I love that. I love that dearly. As many people as you can get to watch One Piece, read One Piece, whatever. I love it. Please watch my favorite show. Please read my favorite manga. Please, even if it's the live action, watch it. It's good. It's a good live action. It's just not. It's not One Piece to me, but I'm biased. Yeah, that's my piece. I said it.